I feel like a lot of people don't know that I like to solder. A lot of people don't know that I even can solder. Back in the day, I was really bad at it, and my very first pedal kit that I ever used was from StewMac. I remember asking my dad if he had a soldering iron, and he lent me one out of his garage, and I don't even know how old that soldering iron was or when it was last used. He gave me solder that was meant for plumbing. And then I actually learned how to solder properly because I didn't want to embarrass myself anymore. That was my first kit that I got. I now have other kits from StewMac, and these are really cool because these are pedals that you can either get pre-built, already done, or you can get the kit yourself and work and put in blood, sweat, and tears into it to make your own pedal, which is really cool. And that's what I am doing right now. I think it's a good hobby to have. I mean, it's better than like drinking, you know what I mean? Is that a hobby? This is everything that StewMac sent me to build pedals, and we're gonna go through it together because I don't know what's in here. I wanna know. Can I have like a scissor? Give me a scissor. Okay, ready? Okay, this is so luxe. You don't understand how amazing this is. Okay, this is for me. Okay, but if you want it, you can get it at StewMac. Let's see what these are. What is this? Are these USBs? Yeah, okay. That's good to have. You put your schematics on here. You take them on the go, and it has a little spot you can put on a chain. Can I wear this as a necklace, actually? Okay, I'm gonna put these aside. We got the board holder. Oh, you gotta put this together. Here it is, completed. We got a soldering iron stand, very important to hold your soldering iron. And let me say, I have all these things already, but I wanna use everything that came from StewMac to show like what it would be like as a beginner who didn't have any of this stuff. I can do this. I can't do this. We got our soldering stand here, all nice and completed. Let's put the soldering iron into it. A lot of people feel very strongly about the quality and the brand of soldering iron they use. I don't care. This is fine. Everyone's gonna be like, it doesn't have adjustable heat. I don't care. It's fine. This is for a beginner, and this is what we're doing. I'll wait to apply heat. Okay, just know that that will be plugged in. We also got these. It's so cute. Okay, wire cutter. And then we got, oh, this is so useful. When you get a wire that's covered and stuff, right? You gotta strip that stuff off. It's very nice. We're gonna lock that. And we're gonna put that aside until we need it. We got this from StewMac. Wrenches in assorted sizes, which are good to have. So this is gonna come in handy later. And then they also sent me solder and solder remover, but we're not gonna need that because I don't make mistakes. Here's the thing, right? So I obviously, I'm just saying, I've never used, I also have like a solder sucker. Yeah. I don't, if I make a mistake, I drop the project. So I got one shot to do this right. If you're a beginner and you need solder, this is great. But I'm gonna use my own solder only because I have a wheel and I like it. Look at this, right? Look at this. That's cool. So when I'm working, I could just, pull on the wheel. Thank you for the solder, StewMac, but like I brought my own. It's BYOS. Bring your own solder to this party, okay? We're gonna put that over here. What I also brought to the party, I have to, before we start, okay, that's what you do with the soldering iron. You go like this. You wipe it sometimes. You have to. Okay, so I brought that to the party. And then I also brought this, which we'll be using later. It's called like a fume machine. Like it sucks up the bad air, right? So like if you don't have one of these, you're fine. I've soldered without this, but then like people online yell at me over time because they say the fumes are bad for you. So I got one of these, but you don't need it. Like you're not gonna have health problems if you're just building one kit, you know what I mean? So that's probably why they didn't send this to me, because they're like, oh, it's just gonna solder for like 5 minutes. I'm just a little out of practice, so bear with me, but this is gonna be on at a certain point. I'm still so excited about these. Man, this made my whole day. I wish I had like a cool like tool setup. You ever go to Harbor Freight and they go in there and you have like the boxes?
Harbor Freight, the Halloween store?
Yeah. I don't need this. Put this away for now. Okay. So here we got the Ghost Drive, the Two Kings Boost, Light Cycle Phaser number 2, or Light Cycle Phaser 2, and then we got Sunfuzz. And so for the purposes of this demonstration video, we're gonna do Sunfuzz. This one's a fuzz face, and fuzz faces are pretty simple to start off with. All right, so Sunfuzz, we got the instructions here. Very good to have. We got the enclosure. Screws, we got a little board. we got little things like this. Okay, we have components here, electrical components, like a capacitor, like a resistor. Okay, then we also got a bunch of stuff in here. Here's the sticker that you could put on your enclosure. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. It's always good to make sure that you have all your materials before you begin. One time I did a DIY kit. The enclosure was drilled incorrectly and my thing literally didn't fit into the hole. Remember that? I think it was like the jack wasn't big enough. I forget, but like, I just gave up. We're not gonna give up this time. We're gonna see this through, okay? We're together. We're on this journey together. All right, we got more materials here, components. All right, let's just start. Where's the main board? What am I in here?
Oh, right there, Emily.
That's the board I'm using?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is it so small? That's the board and that's the breakout board. That's crazy. See, I tackle much bigger projects than this, so this should be a piece of cake. All right. Let's start. So what StewMac sent me is called Pedal Building Tool Set, and it's a perfect companion for new builders who don't have a lot of supplies and tools. Okay, parts list. I'm gonna trust that all the parts are in here, okay? This is really cool. They tell you what a resistor means and what the colors mean. They even teach you to solder. That's crazy. Like with a diagram. Okay, I got my board on here. Here's all the components. I'm just gonna take them out. We have to start off with a diode, right? And they tell you the number on it. I think it's this thing. I gotta look. You gotta make sure that the line on the diode lines up with the line on the picture, and you're just gonna like bend the little leggies and put it in here. It's hard to push it in there. Yeah, you don't want it like touching the board, but like this is like good. Like you want it a little raised up on the board. And you're gonna fold the legs like that way, because you gotta be out of the way when you solder it, okay? That's the diode. Then we got two BC108 transistors. These are the jellyfish with the 3 legs. So it should say 108 on it. It does, so we know it's the correct part. It shows you what direction the foot thing's supposed to point in. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there and then kind of push them in. Okay, good. And then again, we're gonna fold the legs. Okay, you wanna see what it looks like so far? And then we have this guy. So there's our board for step 1. We got the rectifier diode on, we got the 2 transistors. So I'm gonna plug in my soldering iron, let that heat up. And then I'm gonna put the board on this. How do I know when this is ready? Imagine.
Oh my god.
We're gonna put that somewhere over here. Safety first, fellas. We're gonna melt the solder onto the iron to start, right? Just a little bit. Okay, good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna touch the joint and I'm gonna melt solder. I'm gonna hold it there for a second. Good. Oh, fuck. Good. We got another one. Second joint. Let's go. Get in the joint. Get in the joint. Okay. One of my greatest joys in life is when I get a good soldering joint. You know what I mean? Fellas, you don't know the joy of when the solder fits right in the hole. These are looking okay. This one. We got this one. We got this one. All right. Looking good. We got our resistors here. I gotta be able to tell the difference. Yellow, brown. So one time I messed it up. Okay, that's good enough, right? He's a little interesting. Brown, black, black, yellow, brown. Like it's a little puzzle, and at the end you see if you did it right or not. And it goes orange, orange, black, red, brown. That little baby in here. Then you fix the little legs. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna start clipping some of these tails. I get scared when I do this because sometimes I'm afraid of it like hitting you in the face, you know?
Yeah.
Irrational fear, or maybe it is rational. Now, like, I'm not a professional, right? I've seen people cut like right next to the board. Like, if I was selling this, then I would want them to look clean and like smooth, but like, I don't care. I'm not, it's for me. All right, so we start here. We got this one, looking good. We got this one. Wow, look at the smoke going right into that instead of my face. I love that. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, that was the best joint I've ever done in my life. These are smooth as shit. I'm so proud of myself right now. These are looking so good over here. These are looking beautiful. Very clean, very smooth. We like that. I'll clip these wires, all right. Now we got capacitors. These are a little tougher. So the 22 goes at the top. The short and the long legs matter. So the long leg here goes at the top. Just gonna bend those out of the way. That's that. UF cap goes here. I really like this holder. This is cool. Okay, here we go. It's cap time. I'm gonna add a little extra here.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, right? 2 joints. We got this. Easy baby shit. Yeah, that guy's on there. Okay, then we gotta do the trim pots. The clean trim pot adjusts the amount of fuzz in the signal. The bias trim pot adjusts the amounts of voltage being routed to the transistors. Both controls have a significant impact on sound, so you're not supposed to mess this one up. So 503 goes on the top, and then the 502 goes on the bottom. Okay, so double check 503 is at the top, 502 is at the bottom. We're looking good here. We're looking good here. I don't want to look at the comments though, and like all the professional solders are like, you suck. Okay, now it's wire time. This is where the wire stripper comes in. Where is that? I need 8 2.5 inch sections. Okay, that's 4. Okay, and then you strip off about, what is that? 3/32ths of an inch? What does that mean? This is very relaxing. I love stripping wire. 3/32ths. I've never seen that written down. All right, now we're gonna solder these wires on. Okay. We're gonna attach the breakout board to the PCB as well as attach the wires to the breakout board that will connect to the pots. This angle's tough. Okay. Ooh. Good. That was a mess. Okay, locate the 3 pots. 3 pots. They wanted me to put this little like soft pad sticker thing on this to insulate it from mounted electronic components when you put it on the... You have to take the washer off and put the washer in here to help with the next step, which is like not moving the circuit board. This is obviously not what it looks like when it's done. It preps you for this next part, which is this. All right, soldering the pots to the PCB. We're gonna just do this. Look, we're just gonna put the little things. There we go. Okay, one by one is what you gotta do. Step by step. Okay, nice. Align the holes in the breakout board with lugs on the foot switch. This side down. Okay, perfect. Okay, lugs like that. Lugs. These ones. These ones are tricky because there's so much space you gotta fill. Yeah, look. I missed a spot. This is a good kit as far as beginner kits go. I'm doing good. Once it dries off, it's fine. Take the washer off. LED, where is that little thing? Here we go. All right, this one is gonna be a tricky one to solder the LED. And there's a lot of stuff going on here that I can't mess up. Everyone hold your breath. Okay, one is done. Oh my god, I'm a master at this. Now I have to put the washers on. So we got the thing, and then we got this. Wait, yeah, this thing. Okay, I hope that's right. And then a big one. Insert the DC jack into the top of the housing. Wow, okay. That's good. Comes with 2 mono jacks. One will be your input and one will be your output. Okay, I think like that. And that washer on there. The sleeve one should be closest to the DC jack. Okay. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world, right? Hypothetically, where is that solder remover? Oh, yeah, this is so hard to close the gap there. See what I'm talking about? There you go.
Nice.
You saw that, right?
Yep.
I think you do the same thing over here. Put this in, and then you have a washer and a dryer.
Washer and a dryer?
Yeah. I know, I'm burnt out. Please stretch. Please stretch.
Good?
Yeah. I think it should work.
Ooh, you get to use your screwdriver now.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Lux. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right, now we got a sticker.
How about this instead?
There's the tone knob. Fuzz. You'll know the
Yeah.
volume. Okay, and then the son, he has a mohawk. Uh-oh, that's not going well. I want sunglasses on him. Does he look happy or no? You can read that, right?
That's nice. Good job. How do you feel about it?
I love it. Doing some of the soldering joints is a little tricky, like getting in there. Trying to get to those things are a little tricky, but like it's a good project. It's a fun project. And look, you have a whole ass pedal done at the end of it. It's very me. It reflects me a lot. And I think I'm happy with it. And I would do it again. Well, I'm going to have to because I have 3 other ones. I think this is a good kit for people who want to get into DIY pedals. And I do like the soldering iron, actually. I like all the stuff they gave me, especially the screwdrivers. This is Bliss. This is Lux.
The yellow one is the one you can buy finished.
Yes. Mine's heavier.
Yeah.
Why? I think I use more wire, to be honest with you. I think I cut the wire too long, and that adds up.
Not gonna. There's no way the wires. I think it's just maybe that has more efficient components
What are you saying? I'm not good?
No, what?
More efficient components.
Maybe that's mostly built into the PCB instead of soldering on it.
I want to see you do this.
Next time.
Okay, next time. Mine might be heavier, but also, like, whose looks better? You know what I mean? Like, if you really, at the end of the day, whose looks more inviting, right? Which one you want on your pedal board? I have to mention, you can add stickers on it to make it look like this, but, like, you know, again, creativity, people. Do your own thing. It's beautiful. All you need is a Sharpie. I feel like this pedal is the best one to start out with if you're gonna build one of these kits. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can go with the phaser pedal, the light cycle phaser. Or if you don't want to go through all the shit that I just went through, you can get the pedal already built. But if you want to put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, you can do that. I did this myself. And it came out great. Look at this. This is the Sun Fuzz, which is based on the Sun Face pedal, which is a fuzz face circuit. And I did it. This is mine. This is my Sun Fuzz, you know? I'm going to be plugging my harp bass strings into the Sun Fuzz. And then I'm going to plug the rest of the harp into the Light Cycle Phaser 2, which is based on a Mutron circuit. And it all sounds like this. The Two Kings boost pedal is based on the Analog Man King of Tone pedal. We don't have it. I was just grabbing it to show you. I don't have it because it has a really, really wild waiting list. And if you don't have the budget for the Chase Bliss version, you can build the pedal yourself as a budget alternative or get the pedal completed. So look, you can pick either one, whatever you want, or just build it yourself. This is the Ghost Drive, and I want all my viewers at home, I want you to tell me what you think this pedal is based off of. Take a guess. What does this remind you of? The color, maybe? Does it look, you know, does anything, the three knobs in that spot? What do you think this is? It's a Klon circuit, okay? And if you want to get it, you can get it already built, or again, you can put the time in and start building your own kit. I want to build this one. You want to do this? Can we set that up again? Thank you so much to StewMac for sending me the kits, for sending me all the soldering equipment, for sending me the USBs.
Why don't you plug that in?
Why?
Plug it in.
Is it a virus? Was this something that was on there already, or you put something on there? I love that you're not answering me. What is this stuff? Images? Wait, what the hell is this? Wait, there's stuff on here already? Big Muff. Oh my god. There's all StewMac's videos on here. Is that John Mayer? Is that John Mayer? He uses StewMac? Oh, he solders. Wait, John Mayer soldered?
That's not John Mayer.
You said it was.
No one said it was.
Oh, I thought you said it was. That's John Mayer. That's John Mayer. How to raise a nut slot with powder. What is a nut slot? I didn't know. Oh my god, look what comes up if you don't move the mouse.
Oh, okay. We're gonna wait till it hits the corner.
It's never gonna. It's never gonna. This video is gonna be 50 minutes long. It's not gonna do it. Russ, it's hitting the same spot at the
No,
same-
it's not.
Yes, it is.
There's no way it is.
Russ, you gotta stop it.
We'll edit it. It's gonna hit the corner. Okay, that was closer than last time. Hold on.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's getting closer. It's
Okay.
getting closer. Almost.
Wait, get back on it. Look, it's gonna hit it.
Almost. Almost. Oh.
No, because now it's
Yeah, now it's getting
a different
further
spot.
away.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks, Stumac.